Hey guys, so while you need to forgive my look, I look terrible because I'm not done up yet, but I'm doing a get ready with me video today because I'm going to a 21st party thing where I need to look casual but still be able to go out to a restaurant for dinner. So I've kind of concocted a look and I'm just going to take you through what I'm doing to get ready. I'm not wearing my outfit yet because I'm going to get ready and then put it on before I do my makeup. I'm going to undo my hair first, so I'm just going to give you a look at what I'm wearing before I put it on though. So I'm wearing this dress, which is really pretty. It's like a tie-dye type purple, pink and blue type thing, and I really like it. Kind of summery, so I'm really excited to wear it. I'm wearing this kind of shirt thing over top. I'm going to roll up the sleeves, it'll look really cool. I'm wearing black tights underneath the dress because it's cold outside and windy, and I'm wearing these shoes here which are really comfortable. They're like sand shoes because I need to wear some flat shoes. There's no way I'm wearing heels because heels really aren't my thing, so I'm going to do that, and right now I'm going to take you through what I'm doing to my hair. Okay, so right now I'm just going to give my hair a brush. Now I've pre-showered just before, but I did not wet my hair because it needs to be dry, and I washed it last night. Needed to be dry. I've also re-dyed my hair. You guys might have noticed it's got a haircut, so it's a lot shorter. It looks really strange right now because it's kind of curly, but it'll go. Now I have a hair tie, and the reason for that is I tie up the top layer so that I can get the underneath, which probably looks strange when I'm actually doing it, but you guys get the idea. Sometimes you gotta look strange before you look good. So it's me looking strange, and now I'm just gonna brush the underneath to make sure that it is actually done. And now the long process of trying to straighten my horrible uncooperative hair, which you guys will notice I have to do several times before it'll actually be straight. I kind of have to run it over certain parts quite a few times. Now I'm not going to straighten my fringe straight away because I like to leave it till last because it's the most uncooperative part of my hair. So I always leave it till last and I do the rest first, just because it's a lot easier to do it that way. But yeah, the hair straightener I'm using is a Remington Pro Ceramic. Goes up to 230 degrees, and I always have it on that highest level because it does not work on my hair type unless I do. Some of you guys out there will understand my pain with that, I bet. And it is a right pain in the ass, but we have to deal with it, don't we? Because we can't really do much else. I mean, you can only get it thinned out so much by the hairdresser, unless you want bald patches, which I definitely do not want, because I so would not look good bald. So yeah guys, I'm just gonna skip me doing the rest I think because I don't really have anything else to say. So I'll show you what the done product looks like when I'm done. Okay guys, so I've just straightened my hair. It looks like this. I'm not quite finished with my hair yet. I'm going to do more later after my makeup's done. I just want to do it that way. I usually do my hair before I get dressed simply because I do more on my hair later. My hair's not completely done yet, so when I do more I'll do that. So right now I'm just going to go change into my clothes and then I'll show you what else I'm doing. Okay guys, so I just put my dress on. I'm not going to put the jacket on yet because I need to do things with my makeup and stuff. I need full use of my arms. So right now I'm going to put on some perfume around my neck area. So the one I'm using is this one, which is Taylor Swift Wonderstruck. Because it's my favourite and it's also someone else's favourite in my family that I wear. We really like it. She's never borrowed it off me, but she says she likes it and I like it a whole lot, so put it on my wrist as well, which I don't normally do. I don't normally stick things on my wrist, but today I feel like it's needed. So that's the perfume done. So next would be deodorant, but I want to have that jacket on before I do deodorant, just so I can spray some on the jacket. So I'm not going to do that yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just get my hair out of my face. That is not going to be effective holding my hair back at all. It's a weird clip. Yes, it's a bit furry, but the main thing is that it'll do the job to hold my hair back. See what I mean by I need to do more on my hair? I need to do more on my hair because it's going to be slightly unstraightened after I've done my makeup. So I'm going to have to redo it. So I'm going to do that now. And yeah. So I'll take you guys to the bathroom. Okay guys, so I'm doing my makeup. And this is going to be a really long process, but I'll explain kind of what I'm doing as I go. Obviously my skin isn't good today, I have lots of scabs and lots of redness, so there is a need for foundation, which is going to take me a while to get right. But I'm going to put my primer on first, which is this one, which is Olay Provital. Looks like that. And I'm just going to rub that on my face in the places. It's supposed to help your makeup stay on longer, which is definitely what I need because this has to last all day long because I'm not coming home and I'm not able to redo a lot of it. I've got a bit of sleep in my eye that needs to come out because it's gonna fuck my eye makeup up. I'm just gonna wash that off my hands now. Put it on the hand towel. So that is the primer done. Next, I need to do my foundation. So the one I'm using is the one I always use, which if you guys have been watching my video for a while, you would have seen, is the Revlon Nearly Naked and the colour Shell. Looks like that. And I'm using a Natio foundation brush. Looks like this. So I need to get a wipe out to wipe it off my hand afterwards so I don't make a mess. And the wipes I'm using are also the ones I've been using a lot of, which is Beauty Formula's Gentle Soft Apricot Makeup Removal Wipes. So I'm just going to stick that on the side of the sink because it might be a bit echoey in here, guys, and that's because I'm in the bathroom. So it might not be very good, but we're working on it. So I'm going to put a little bit of this. As you guys, if you've done foundation, you know you do this. You stick a bit of it on your hand. So you're left with that. You don't need much of it because it does spread a lot. I've probably done a little bit too much, but we'll see. And then you just get the brush and you dab it on and then you stick it on your face. Now this colour is a bit blotchy for my skin tone right now because it's just coming out of winter and my skin, because I got colour matched for this in summer, this is a little bit dark for my face, but as long as I blend it in well, it's not that kind of noticeable. And I've gotten way better at blending because, as you guys know, I've only started using a bunch of makeup this year, so I'm still learning kind of how to use the stuff. But I've definitely improved a lot from someone at the start of the year that knew nothing about makeup whatsoever. and I still don't know very much, but I'm definitely more knowledgeable and better at applying it than I used to be. So there you have it. So I'm not a pro or anything, so if you're looking at me going, what the fuck is she doing? She's doing that wrong. I never said I'm an expert at doing this, so that is why. I'm just getting it well blended into my face. Okay, so now I'm going to wipe off the excess with my makeup wipe off my hands so I don't make a mess, like so. Now it's off my hand, I'm just going to double check it with the towel. So now my face looks a little bit clearer, but obviously that's not enough on its own. If you guys know about makeup, you know that that's definitely not enough on its own. You need the concealer. So now the next thing I'm going to do is the concealer, and the one I match is with that foundation. It's my Revlon Colour Stay Concealer in the colour Light Pale. Looks like that. So I'm just going to put it where any redness is left over, or I have any spots, and I have a lot of spots at the moment, so I need to put more concealer on. And now you just get your finger, and I'm gonna blend it into my foundation. I just missed a spot with the concealer, so I'm gonna have to go back up and do that after I've blended all this stuff in, because I can't miss that spot because it looks weird. Make sure it's all blended in and there's no spots that aren't, because when they aren't, it's incredibly noticeable that you haven't blended it in properly. So now the spot I missed is a scar on my eye from when I used to have an eyebrow piercing, and I like to make that less noticeable because it is quite a dark scar. So now if you see it now, you can still kind of see the scars there, but it's not one of the main things around my eye area on my face, which is what I like to do because I don't like to have it that noticeable on my face kind of thing. I'm just going to wash my hands. There we go. Now for nails, which I haven't told you guys yet, I painted my nails last night and I used a Colour Show, Maybelline Colour Show nail polish in the colour Alluring Rose, and it's just like this pink colour, and it goes with, if I lean up, there's like pink on my dress there, kind of just matches that pink. I thought if I did it blue, my nails blue, would have looked too matchy because there's so much blue on the dress and I'm wearing a blue jacket, so that's why I didn't do that. In case you wondered. So now I've done that, so now I'm going to do powder. Now today I'm not going to do bronzer because my foundation does enough of that on its own. I don't need it. But powder, I use Revlon Nearly Naked matched with my foundation in the colour Light Pale, and I'm just gonna... That feels wet, guys. It feels wet on my forehead. I don't like that. It shouldn't be wet like that. So I'm not very happy with that. My brush is wet. But anyway, that is the powder done. Stops you from being shiny. So that's the powder done. So I'm going to do blush next, and the one I use is a Clinique one, and the blush is in this little pack, and it's in the colour Mocha Pink. I lost the original brush, so I just kind of improvised and cut one down to fit it. It looks like that on the inside. And I'm just gonna put that along my cheekbones. Make it like that. So now it looks like that. I have a bit more colour in my cheeks, which is good, I think. Look good. So next I'm starting on doing my eyes, which is a long process, so just bear with me, because my eyes, obviously, if I screw them up, I have to start all over again, and I hate that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to fix up my eyebrows with this brush in here, because I don't colour my eyebrows because my eyebrows are naturally dark on their own and apparently a nice shape. I could get them shaped a little bit to be a bit thinner, but I don't have Bushman eyebrows, I don't think, so I look fine. The next thing I'm going to do is a paint on eyeshadow. Hold on guys, I'm just going to do something real quick. I keep leaning on it and there's a little bit of water on the edge of the sink and I don't want a wet patch on the front of my dress. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to use an eyeshadow paint rather than an eyeshadow, just because it's kind of like a liquid liner, and I really like this stuff. I've been using it quite a bit lately, and it is a Rimmel London Scandaleyes eyeshadow paint in the colour Velvet Black, and it looks like this. I really like this stuff. It's just a pain because sometimes I do screw up and I open my eyes before this is dry, so if I do that, you'll be seeing me fixing that up. So the brush looks like this. It's very strange. Hold on. I'm not very good at this, but it looks like that. And I'm not very good at painting this on either. So if I screw up, you'll see. I'm just going to lean in close to the mirror. I'm going to paint this kind of along the edge of my eye like that. The same way as I would do with a liquid liner if I was doing it on my top eyelid. I'm just going to fix up that bit because I don't like it sticking up like that. Okay. Keep painting it on. So now it looks like this, and I need to let it dry a bit so that I can close my eye a bit. So I'm just going to stand here awkwardly until it does, because if I open my eye before it dries, it's going to print up here, and I don't want that to happen. Needless to say. You know, beauty fails. You guys would know all about that. No, you know, no matter who you are, if you use makeup, you've had beauty fails in your life. I truly believe that. Because everybody has to learn how to do makeup somehow and somewhere. And it's not easy when you have no teacher and no idea what you're doing. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in and do my other eye. Which is ending up a lot thinner than my other eye, so I'm going to have to thicken that up somehow without completely screwing it. It's not the easiest thing in the world, especially when for some reason today I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. so, which is not good. I'm just gonna fix that corner up because it's gone in kind of strange. Needs to go down into there. Needs to be. I'm doing them as even as I possibly can, but as usual, doesn't always end up how I want. Yeah, I just screwed it up. That little bit there. Completely screwed that one up now, guys. So I'm just gonna take it right back to that level where it's very, very thin. And try even it up with the other one more. Without completely screwing this up. Use my finger to. I've got a bit of an itch in the other eye, so I'm just trying to. It's also a bit of a sting, so I'm just trying to kind of fix that up. While doing that, I've fucked up that other eye. It's weird, guys. I can always get one eye perfect, and the other eye, in this case this one, keeps not doing what I want, and it is a total pain, and totally not what I want it to do. I mean, yeah, total pain. It does look more even. Just need to make it a little teensy bit thicker would be good, I think. Looks more even than it did before. So I think I'm just going to have to accept how it is. So I'm going to stop doing that now, guys. Now I just have to keep my head up until this dries out. It appears like they're dry now. So now, I look like this. So, from this stage, I grab my next thing, which is a plain normal eyeliner, which the one that I always use is Max Factor Excess Intensity. So it looks like this on the inside. And I use that to fill in any gaps in my eye top lash that I missed with the eyeshadow, and I also use it on the bottom. So for the top, I'm just going to run it along my top lid's waterline. I think I just poked myself in the eye, so that wasn't nice. And then I'm going to put it on the bottom, so I'm going to pull that down so I can get right into the waterline. because I can never seem to do it underneath the waterline. I've tried several times and I can never do it. So I'm just going to pull that down and I'm going to do it very, very dark. Because if I do it very, very dark, it will kind of last longer. I'm going to take it with me anyway so that I can replace it when it runs out or runs off. But for the base, this is good. So now my eyes look kind of huge, as you can see. And then the last thing that I need to do for my eyes is the mascara. And the one that I use is this Maybelline one, which is Avon Lash Volume. And I never do my base lashes because I find they get tangled. I only do the top ones. I feel like that's all it needs, especially when I'm so dark around the eyes with everything else. And I just get the comb, that edge, and I get out any clumps. And I do the same with the other eye. Get out. Get it out. Any clumps there too. And otherwise, guys, besides the lip product, which is always the last thing I put on, like I put it on just before I leave, so I'll show you that just before I'm leaving. But otherwise, for my makeup, guys, other than the lips, this is all it looks like. So I look awake. So I've just done my makeup, and as I said before when I was doing my hair, I'm not quite finished with my hair. So now I'm going to finish off my hair. So basically I'm going to re-straighten certain parts of it. So I've got this. For some reason my hair is really staticky. It usually is after I dye it, so I think it's just the hair dye. It's total pain, but something I've got to live with because I can't do anything about it particularly. Which is not cool, but I have to live with it. So now I'm just kind of re-straightening the fringe area. The rest of it isn't too bad, but the fringe area needs re-straightening really bad. From being up in that clip when I was doing my makeup. So I'm just going to leave my hair straightened and down, guys, if you're wondering what I'm doing, which is why it has to be perfectly straightened. It's because I'm just leaving it how it is. So now that I've finished straightening it again, how it is now, I'm going to put a little bit of product in, and the thing I'm using is Fudge Urban Sea Salt Spray. It's a texturizing spray, which is why I really use it. It's not for holding because I don't like my hair to be held down, but I do like it to be kind of messy, kind of it might take a bit of the static out too, is what I was thinking of. So now I'm just making it messy and funky. I'm just going to straighten one more bit of my fringe. towards the back because it's sticking up badly. There we go. So now, for the most part, I will readjust it as the day goes on because it'll unadjust itself, but for the most part, that is my hair done, guys. So now that's done, I'm going to show you guys which jewellery I'm wearing. So I'm going to wear this ring. Looks like that. I always wear it and it goes on this finger because it's the only one it fits. Next, I'm putting on a necklace, which is this one, which I'm not going to explain to you what it is, because you guys will find out eventually, hopefully soon, what it is. But I always wear it now. You guys will find out why in a future video, whenever I can do it. But that is my necklace that I'm wearing. Next, I'm changing my earrings. So the ones I'm wearing are kind of studs, which are there. I know the light isn't good in here, guys. I'm sorry about that. So I'm pulling out my earrings that I've got in, and then I'll put in the new ones. So I have 4 earrings altogether. I have 2 piercings in each ear, so I'm changing all of my earrings. So you'll see. So the ones I'm wearing in the top piercing, the topmost hole, are these, which are going to hang down kind of with the other ones. They're kind of, it's a star on the front. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a star on the front. And then it's got a chain underneath, and they kind of just connect. I'm going to wear that. So that's going to go in that top hole. I'm going to grab the end of it, if I can grab it, and attach it so it sits like that. And I'm going to do the same on the other side with the other one. Pull that off, stick it in my ear, grab the end. And doesn't want me to grab the end, guys. Anyway, so that just goes in there like that. And then the ones I'm wearing in the bottom are dangly ones, and they are these feather ones, which are quite nice. So I'm just going to stick that in the bottom lobe and stick this little rubber thing on the back so I don't lose my earrings. And now the finished look looks like that. And now I'm going to do the same to the other side. Sorry about that, guys. It's my brother having a spaz outside. Okay, so it looks like that now. I think it's cool. Not going to be able to really see that anyway because of my hair, but yeah. And the last thing is a chunky bracelet I'm going to wear with this one I never take off on that arm. And it's kind of just a bunch of chains sort of plaited together, and it's like silver and black, which is really cool. And I really like it. So I'm just going to sort of do that up on that arm, because my other arm has tattoos on it, so I don't tend to wear bracelets on that side. But that used to always be my bracelet side until I had tattoos there. But now I've got tattoos there, I never wear it. So now it looks like that. So yeah, guys, that is my jewellery. Hey guys, so I'm about to do my deodorant and stuff, so I was just going to show you which ones I'm using. So I'm using Revlon Fire and Ice under my armpits, and everywhere else I'm using Impulse Into Glamour everywhere else. And then the lip product I'm going to put on soon is this one, which is my Sexy Mother Pucker Gloss Stick by Soap and Glory in the colour Nudist.